And when you actually live in the present and you take into account what you have here now and you're grateful for what you have here and now, you won't feel any worry and you won't feel any anxiety because you're not here anticipating what's going to happen next, because you don't need to. Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be talking about the let them theory, which is similar to the laws of detachment. And the theory was popularized by Mel Robbins, and there's also a poem called Let Them Just Let Them by Cassie Phillips, which I'll put in the description if you want to look at it specifically. So the main preface or the main point of the let them theory pretty much is to just let things happen. So when things happen in life that are bad or sad or make you angry or like cause a burden to you, you should just let them happen. Don't always take every problem and put it upon yourself. Sometimes you just need to let things happen, sit back and cool off and let it happen. So a main aspect of this theory is to stop worrying about everything. A main thing that people forget to do is live in the present. I feel like this is mainly caused by like social media and phones, because the first thing you do when you wake up is you go on your phone, you go on TikTok, you're always on social media, you're always looking at someone else's life. You're never really focused on what you have here and what you have now and what you have in the present. Your mind is always thinking of what you should do next, things that happened in the past to you and things that are going to happen in the future. You're worrying about things you don't need to worry about. What good is it going to do you to worry about the embarrassing thing that you did 2 years ago? The guy that you were speaking to and now you're not speaking to him anymore. Things that happened in the past, things that don't even affect you anymore, things that should not be important to you. You're still thinking about them and they literally affect you every single day because you're that torn up about it. And on top of that, things that are happening in the future, when you know you have like a job interview or you have an exam or you have your driving test. Why are you sat here feeling the emotions that you're going to feel when that time comes? That is such a waste of time. Like, why are you sat here putting your own body into fight or flight over something you don't need to be worrying about right now? It doesn't make sense to me. Live in the present, and when you actually live in the present and you take into account what you have here now and you're grateful for what you have here and now, you won't feel any worry and you won't feel any anxiety because you're not here anticipating what's going to happen next, because you don't need to. And you don't need to think about things that happened to you in the past because they already happened. And if it was a bad thing, then it happened for a reason. If it's a good thing, it also happened for a reason, but you just don't need to think about it because it already happened. Live in the present. Don't live in a time where you're just not there, because it's a waste of time and it causes you unnecessary anxiety. And that's something that people genuinely need to take into account. Live in the present, guys. Come on, live in the present and you will start to notice that all your fears and your worries are going to disappear because you don't need to think about them, because you're in the present time and you're just so grateful to be even alive. You're just going to stop worrying about everything. So a quote by Stoics is, control what you can control and don't worry about what you can't. I think that's the quote. I don't know it specifically, but that's what I remember. That just supports my first point. Why are you worrying about things that you can't control? It doesn't make sense to me. If you can't control it, why are you worrying about it? Why are you worrying about it? There's so many people that worry about other people's problems when it's not, firstly, it's not in your control. Like, I don't understand. It's not in your control. So why are you worried about it? If you wanted to fix it, you couldn't even fix it. So stop worrying, because it's going to play out. It's going to happen anyway. And also, even things in your own life, if you have things that are going to happen to you or things that you need to do or things that you can control, take the next step in controlling them. And after that, stop worrying, because you know you've done all you could have done to fix it or to control it. When you genuinely take a step back and realize, you know what? I can't fix this for them and I can't fix this for myself. I just have to let it happen. You will genuinely stop worrying, and the burden of all your worries will like be lifted off you, and you will just genuinely stop feeling any sort of anxiety and any sort of bad feeling, because now you know, like, damn, I've done everything I can do. I'm just gonna stop worrying. Worry is such a burdening feeling, and anxiety is such a burdening feeling, and people genuinely cause it and put it on themselves and they don't realize it. Detach from any unnecessary emotions and you'll be so happy. And I just can't stress this enough, but stop letting external problems and external people sit on you. That sounds really bad. Don't let external problems and external people burden you, because when you finally learn to let that go, you'll become so much lighter. Just genuinely, you become so much lighter and just happier. A main thing to remember is that in this life, from you're born until you die, you only have yourself. In any situation, you only have yourself. When you go to sleep at night, you only have yourself. When you're by yourself, you only have yourself. When you're around other people, you only have yourself. Genuinely. So what you need to do is focus on you. So if a guy that you're talking to doesn't want to speak to you anymore, just let them and leave. If your boyfriend doesn't want to be with you anymore, let him leave. Because the only person you should be caring about in this life is you. Genuinely. If your friends have decided to start leaving you out or not being there for you or being horrible to you, just let them. Detach and let them. Because even if that does happen to you, don't waste your energy trying to change these people and how they feel about you, because it's a waste of energy and it's genuinely going to ruin your life. And if these things do happen to you, it's happening for a reason, and you're probably going to meet better people and people that make you happier. So just let them. And with that, if you let things play out how they're supposed to play out, people are going to show you who they really are. People are going to show you who they truly are. When the time comes where people show you their true colors, and their true colors is not what they've been trying to tell you this whole time, let them. Literally, let them show you their true colors and believe it. Because one thing is, people in this life, they never want to look bad. People never want to look bad. So if they show you a side of them that is bad, you need to take that and run with it, genuinely. Because I don't think there's one person in this world that would want to look bad to anyone, or look like a villain to anyone, or look like a terrible person to anyone. So if someone shows you that side of them, take it and leave. Take it and leave. Let them show you that side and leave. Don't try and change them. If someone shows you they're a bad person, don't try and change them. Let them and leave. Don't try and change them. So what you need to do is let people be themselves. Allow them to be themselves. Allow them to show you who they truly are. And you need to focus on you and what you want in your life. And don't force situations. Don't try to change that person from being a bad person because it's not who you thought they were. They're showing you who they are. God is showing you who they are because God wants you to leave that situation, because you need to leave that situation. Like, genuinely. And don't force anything. Nothing in this life should be forced. Everything is supposed to play out how it's supposed to play out. Everything happens for a reason. If you wanted something in life and you didn't get it, just know that something way better is around the corner. If you're in a situation where you feel like everything is going bad, it's like a domino effect, one thing is happening bad after the other, just know that when you hit a rock bottom, or when you hit the worst place in your life, the only way you can go is up. So if you're in a bad place right now and nothing is going your way, just know that literally something good is going to happen to you. Something good is going to happen to you, and something great. Because in life, you need bad things to happen to you in order to see that good things do happen. How will you know what goodness is or what happiness is if nothing bad ever happens? You need something to compare it to. If everything good always happens to you, then how are you going to know it's good? How are you going to know it's good? You need bad things in life to happen in order to appreciate the good things that do happen to you. And another key thing is that understand that situations will unfold. So if you feel like you're in a standstill in life, the situation is going to unfold. A situation that you wanted to happen is going to unfold. You don't need to force it. Let it unfold the way it's supposed to unfold, and you would end up being so happy. There's a lot of people in life that want to control everything that happens. They never want to make mistakes in life, and they just want to know everything. They're so apprehensive. They want to know everything. You need to realize that in this life, uncertainty is what is reality, if that makes sense. Reality is uncertainty. If it comes, let it. If it goes, let it. And if things don't go according to plan, then let it. Because you can't be certain on anything in life. You don't know what's happening next. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You don't know what's going to happen next year. Uncertainty is reality, and you need to just accept that fact. And when you finally just accept that fact, you'll just become such a happy person, because the anxiety won't hold you down anymore. The anxiety and the constant just need to know everything and the constant need to control everything just won't be there anymore, because you know that you just need to live in the present. Detaching from people and situations will work in your favor, because when a guy is doing hot and cold on you, or he's distancing himself from you, you letting him do that and you distancing yourself also makes him want you more. And it's just like the disgusting psychological reality of it. Guys want what they can't have, or guys want you more when they know that you're not obsessed with them or crazy about them. So in the end, it's technically going to help you. So learning detachment and practicing detachment is going to help you in every aspect of your life, and it's something that's really important. But yeah, so I hope you like this video. Like and subscribe, and there'll be more videos to come. So bye.